Ever since the Mustang burst onto the scene at the World's Fair in 1964, it's been turning heads and getting attention. When that car came out, there was nothing like it on the road in America, and it soon became a favorite. And the good thing about Mustang is over the years, they never stopped production of this pony car, where direct competitors stopped for sometimes decades. So this car has been in continuous production. A major milestone was the 50th anniversary. Ford claims it was 2015. That's when they came out with this body design. This has now turned the Mustang into one of the best-selling sports cars around the world. So what did they change in 2015? Well, they put independent suspension in the back. They started selling it in world markets, and it's become a bestseller. There's lots of choice, from base models up to ultra-high performance, and now Mustang is even available with the Mach-E full electric car. So let's get in this special edition, and I'll tell you all about it. Now, before we get going and talking about this performance package with this EcoBoost version of Mustang, I want to talk about this car specifically. This one has the upgraded digital instrument cluster behind the steering wheel. It's configurable. When you get that, you also get navigation with the sync system. And on top of that, you get what I like, which is a wrapped center console here. Usually this is hard, sort of cheap plastic, and they wrap it with this vinyl. I think that should be standard, the wrap anyway, on every single Mustang. The rest of the interior, not going to talk too much about because this car has been out for 5 years now. One thing you'll notice though, on the dash there is a plaque that says high performance 2.3 liter and even a chassis number. So this is a special one. Or they make you feel like you're special anyway. What you get now with Mustang is the EcoBoost 2.3 liter engine is now the base engine. They don't have a base V6 anymore. This is the base engine. Now what you get when you get the high performance package is really just two things. You get a 20 horsepower bump, so it goes from 310 horsepower to 330 horsepower. Torque remains the same at 350 pound-feet, but you get what you hear here. And that is the performance exhaust. It's also an adaptive exhaust. You can even put it in the quiet mode if you start your car early in the morning. And here's the nice thing about this setup is the sound, is the fact that this is a turbo 4-cylinder engine, but it actually has some sound on the outside, and it's quick as well. The issue I have with this package, $6,500. Now that is not cheap to get just 20 more horsepower and a fancy exhaust. I'm not sure that's really worth it. And this car, I've been driving now for a few days, and I'm here to tell you that I really do enjoy driving it. I like the sound, I like the independent rear suspension that Mustang offers, and I like the steering feel as well. This car even has the adaptive suspension for around $2,600. You basically can adjust what's called magno-ride or magnetic ride control. This is a high-tech, advanced suspension system that is quite adaptive. It's used by a lot of high-end manufacturers. Cars like Lamborghini use this, and it's a really good system. But the little niggly thing at the back of my head is that you could have had a 5-liter Mustang GT with over 100 horsepower more and a real throaty V8 sound. Sure, it's more money, but it's a lot more car. It's a lot more power. It's over 100 horsepower more. If this car was all that was offered as a premium version of Mustang and that 5-liter didn't exist, yeah, I would be happy with it. I would say, yeah, it might be worth it. But you always know in the back of your head that the 5-liter's there. So I'm guessing that this is going to be kind of a tough sell. thanks for watching this week's episode of Motoring TV. Now, we do a lot of updates in between the shows online on our social media outlets, so it'd be great if you could follow and subscribe to those to find out what we're doing. And it's been a lot of fun having this sort of special edition high-performance version of the Mustang on the show, and I look forward to having something more like this to drive. Don't worry, we will be back with more stories about cars and the people who drive them.
So here's the question, where were you 32 years ago? I know some of you weren't even a glint in your father's eye. As for me, well, I was in diapers, but found time to get Motoring TV off the ground. And today I like to think we've got one of the best automotive video libraries in the world. If you agree, please give us the thumbs up and also subscribe. We'd really appreciate it.